Hello, friends. It's me again. And I'm back from my trip. And as I promised you guys, I'm going to share everything that I learned from that trip. And I'm back with full of good stuff. As you can see right here, these are the text messages that I send myself as I extract these lessons in real time. And there's one that I wrote here that I texted myself that I think is very powerful. Okay, here it is. So one lesson that I was able to extract the last 10 days that I was gone for my trip is that a good mentor will make your problems smaller. Let me say that again. A good mentor will make your problems smaller. Now, why is this important? The reason why this is very important is because when we're facing our problems, a lot of the times we carry this weight to ourselves and it feels very overwhelming to a point where it is limiting, makes you feel like you're powerless. I'm not gonna lie, last couple months I've felt this. As mentally strong as I am. There's been moments where I have questioned myself, and it's not like that, and I'm never like that. But when I had this session with my mentor, we sat down and we talked till 4 a.m. We sat down, we finished working at around 12:30, and we sat down and talked until 4:30. And I just gave him the entire lore of my business journey. And I was sharing him all the financial problems, I was sharing him all the losses, all the good stuff, all the bad stuff. And the thing that I got out of that is that he made my problems so much smaller because he's gone through something so much bigger. And the beautiful part about making your problems a lot smaller is that they feel more controllable. You take back control. Because a lot of the times when you're consumed by your problems, it debilitates you from taking action. It makes you feel like you can't do anything. And when you have a good mentor who has gone through crazier things, it's such a beautiful dynamic. We were talking about business loss. I was talking to him about, losing a few $1,000s here and there, getting into some debt. And he goes, David, if it's less than 100,000, you just shouldn't even lose sleep over it. There was a point where he told me that he was down $1 million. He was down $1 million. And so me being down a few thousand is nothing in comparison to him being down $1 million. And so seeing that different perspective made it more possible to get out of this situation that I'm in. It made it more possible to not give up, right? It made it more doable to get out of this situation that I'm in, or that I was in. And so I think the lesson of this story is try to find somebody that can mentor you. Now, it doesn't need to be somebody that is way above you. It can just be somebody that is a few steps ahead of you, maybe 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. I think that's very important. Now, obviously, I'm in a situation where this mentor that I have is fucking 100 levels above me, so I'm very grateful for that. But the problem with that sometimes is that the gap is so large. If you're, say, you're at level 2 and your mentor is at level 100, then the 98 levels is so far beyond that there's gonna be some difficulties there. You may not see eye to eye, but the beautiful part about just being mentored by somebody that's just a few steps above you is that there's still some relatability there. You can still relate with each other, but they've gone through some of the problems that you may be going through in this very moment. But yeah, I think just being able to talk to somebody, having somebody coach you, having somebody to validate some of your problems when it comes to business especially, it's very nice. Anyway, yeah, the power of having a good mentor allows you to compress your problems into something smaller, makes you feel like you're in control again. So yeah, if you can find somebody that can mentor you, if you can find somebody that you can really learn from. Now, I know not everybody is able to find somebody that can mentor them in person, but the fact that you're watching this video, this channel is all about self-development. This channel is all about business, entrepreneurship. The fact that you're watching this video is good news. It shows that these are the type of content that you want to consume, that you are consuming. And so hopefully you can find some value into some of these videos that I'm posting. I know I yap a lot, but I try to make sure that my content is net positive. I try to make sure that the content that I put out there is something that I would be proud of. If God blesses me with beautiful kids, grandkids, I want them to be able to watch this video and extract some lessons as I talk here. I think one message that I will say though is like, if you find yourself a mentor isn't somebody that's going to take you from 0 to 100, or let's say 0 to 10. A mentor will be somebody that will take you from level 2 to 3 to level 5 or 6. A mentor isn't going to take you all the way to level 10, because to get to level 10, it's you that needs to do the work. And you also can't be at level 0, because you need to have a level of understanding of what you need. Because if you're at level 0, then you don't even know what problems you need to solve. You haven't done enough to uncover some problems. And so if you have no problems, how can somebody mentor you? So you need to do the groundwork to get to level 1, 2, or 3, and then a mentor will help you jump up a few levels above that. You know, when I get a chance to talk to some people and they try to share their problems with me, the reason why I'm able to solve those problems is because I've gone through it. I have a different perspective on how I would handle those problems, and that's why I can say the things that I say with so much conviction, because I've gone through it. I was able to get through it. Anyway,
Do you want the cushion?
I appreciate you watching, appreciate you being here, and most importantly, thank you for trying. Peace.